Sorry, guys, I didn't know. But you understood what I said. You click on the replay button, you take it down to anywhere or any date. The down here will show you the date. The down here, the black. You can see as you are moving it like this. Date is showing at the down. So when you click on the replay, you take it to the place you want to start backtracking from. Then you double tap. Then it will take it off. Take from there to the current date off. So you can then from there start backdating to the current date. So now we're on December, sorry, January. So now we're trying to analyze. And we said from the A plus setup, we said something like once there's a break of structure to the upside, this is a break of structure, right? To the upside. So what we are trading under, the place we have to trade is within this zone, right? Like this zone, right? And this zone here, this zone below. That's what we have to trade now. That's what I have to trade. This zone and this zone. So the first one was this zone and this zone. You get. So if you take your feed from here, you bought all the way to this zone. So you look at it. It came below the 50%, right? This is the 50%. This is below the 50%. So below the 50%, another 50%. So we're supposed to look out for a trade here, actually. This is where we're supposed to be looking out for a trade to go and break that high. So we can see that it has not gotten to this place yet. So since it has not gotten to this place, I hope you still remember the rule. 50% of the 50%. You remember the rule, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So if you remember the rule, please I need response. So we'll be able to follow up quick. So if you remember the rule, is the 50% of the 50%. So it has not gotten to the 50%. So I will take this one now as an inducement. This is 1 hour time frame. So I will take this should be my inducement because it has not really gotten to the 50%. And this is a breaker block waiting for it right here. And this one now, I'm looking at it to be like probably my structural liquidity because this is the first pullback after this break of structural liquidity. So this is a breaker block. So I should be looking at taking entries around here, but it has not gotten to the down before it started buying. So I'm not expecting it to break this particular one. So I'm expecting it to keep coming down. Rule number one has been, actualized. So now, as it is here like this now, what we're looking for is continuation sell. First of all, the market pulled back on the sell. So, I told you guys the first pullback oftentimes is an inducement, right? I told you guys that the first pullback is an inducement.
Yes, sir.
So you see that the market pullback. Okay, yeah. You see that the market pulled back. When the market pulled back, it by itself, you can see it rested on a little on the breaker block here. There's a breaker block here. Yeah. It failed on that block. But it rested here to keep going up. So this first pullback wasn't the pullback it needed. So you see that it went back up, then gave a clear change of character here. This is a clear change of character that it gave. If you go on the lower time frame, now, it will take this thing to the current date. So I don't want to go there. I want to stay on the 1 hour. So you give a clear change of character on this particular zone. And if you look at it very well, it is on an order block. Look at it. The last bullish candle before the fall to the downside. So this becomes a POI. So you see, the market went and changed character on the order block. You get so after changing the character on the other block, it starts sinking down. So what me I'm expecting a more sink down to the downside because initially to this particular trade, like me and you said just now, that here is where we are looking out for on a trade around this zone below, right? That's what you are looking out. We're looking out for sales around here. Are we together?
Yes, boss.
Is what we have learned now before, like what we've learned, what we've discussed so far in other classes. That's what we're trying to put together here. You understand? So, but this trade already give you a head and a shoulder that it wants to buy something like this. A shoulder, a head, then it give you a breaker block. This one came down, respected it, keep going up, came down, respected it, keep going up. This one like came down. Do you understand? But what you now come to understand, your eyes must be sharp. You must be seeing everything. Your eyes must be seeing everything. This is a breaker block also, a failed order block that this one came to be. This one was supposed to hold it and go back up, but he broke it again. This is a order block. So this failed order block, the market is currently on the failed order block. Do you understand? So as the market is currently on the failed order block, what are we expecting? We're expecting to wait. And first of all, we saw a rejection. Immediately the market touched it with the full body candle, there was a rejection to the downside. So you wanted to go back up again, there was still a rejection. It kept giving a rejection to the downside. So let's play price and see what price is doing. Let's know if we're going to take this trade. What we're going to that's because now we can't make a decision because it's on the breaker. So let's see if it's going to give a change of character. Let's know if we're going to take this trade. So this is where you come and play your price. Okay, now I just pause it. We have a clear break. Are you seeing it? There is a break here, right? There's a break here now. And
Yes,
also,
sir.
there is a break here. Please, you need to unmute if there's no noise in your side. You need to unmute. Reason is because we are the one taking this trade together. You'll be the one taking this trade. So I'm just supporting. I'm just more like a supporting. You are the one taking. We are the one participating together, but I'm just like supporting whatever you guys are saying. You guys will make more of the decision. Just trying to. Yeah. So you see that there is a break here too. So there's a break here too. So what we'll be looking out for now, to me, this is an order block, right? This is a second order block. This one here. But this one now is my interest. Reason is because it's just after the breaker block. And here there is what is it called now? There's a fair value gap, though I'm looking at it here. So I would rather look at here as my POI, this whole place will be my POI. So let's see what price does. I'll be looking at selling from this particular point. So let's play price here. We didn't bother coming back. We didn't bother coming back. So we didn't bother taking this trade. But on a normal day, if it was on the lower time frame, we probably would have seen an entry. So, but it didn't bother coming back. So let's see. Okay. I think price gave a little breaker block here. But let's see if it's sure for a trade. Okay, another breaker block kind of created. Okay, it's ranging upward. Oh, it's ranging. Price kept ranging. Let's see if it's going to tap. Okay, from what I see again, this is another breaker block created here. I bet you guys are not seeing what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
There's something here. So let's see. Okay.
It breaks.
It breaks. So let's keep watching. There's a POI above. So let's see. Okay, it's on the POI that we once went. Okay, now.
Okay.
So after it broke, came back to our POI. So this one becomes invalid for me, right? So now
Yes,
it's
sir.
back to this particular point now, right? That I was watching before and gave a nice 1 hour bearish candle.
Bearish candle.
Yeah.
Bearish and go.
So yeah, so to me, I might probably take this trade as at this point. That's if I got the confirmation from a lower time frame. But let me see if it will retest it. We broke it. Okay, let's see if it's gonna break. It just kept breaking. Let's see. It kept breaking. So there was no trade.
Stop loss.
No trade at all. That's stop loss hit. That if you take it to stop loss hit. But if
Yes, sir.
you saw your entry on a lower time frame, do you understand? If you gave a nice confirmation in lower time frame, you would have known, okay, when it was pulling back, you would have been able to have closed. Do you understand? So for us like
Yes,
this
sir.
now, no trade so far. We were still looking for trades. Here also, this is a breakout block.
Breaker block.
Yeah. All right. So I just created the breakout block again here. So we're not expecting price now to break this like this, right?
Yes, sir.
It closed too bearish below, two very strong bearish. So we're not expecting price to break it. So let's try taking a shot there. Stop loss above. Then let's say the last,
One ratio three.
let's target here, right? Abi, what do you think?
One ratio three, sir.
1:3. Okay, let's target 1:3. One, two, yeah. So this is 1:3. So let's see how that one plays out.
Another breaker block.
Let's let it close below. So this created a little of another breaker in this zone. Should we take another entry?
No, sir. No, sir.
Another breaker block created. Then our TP hits.
Smash.
So smash our TP and smash it to the downside totally. So first of all, now we use breaker block to take our trade. That's two breaker block now. Breaker block here. This one here, we should have. We didn't take this one. This one did not give any confirmation. This is rubbish. Didn't give any confirmation, so we didn't take it. Yes, sir. Although from the lower time frame, probably there's possibility of you see a confirmation here, but there's no confirmation here. So this is a very nice confirmation. Then you see how the trade went. So even if you didn't take it from here, you would have been able to take it from here also. Then went straight down. So let's keep looking for another trade. So one thing you also know is that here now has become a breaker. Hope you know.
Yes, sir.
Here too has become a breaker block. So let's see what price does in that environment. Okay. I think a breaker has been created.
Yes, sir.
Another breaker has been created. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
D1, are you here?
Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Are you seeing the way we are spotting it?
Yes, sir.
Do you
You are
understand
spotting
it?
through you are spotting in through the zone, through the previous zone.
Yes, to the previous zone. And you can see it has to create a confirmation of a breaker that yes, this thing really wants to go down. I don't understand. I don't know if you understand it. So this one now
Yes, but
created a zone, then gave me a strong bearish candle to tell me, yes, I'm actually going to sell. Do you understand?
and then
And don't
exactly, and
forget,
then
this is around the target we are looking at. And we said once it
this is
gets, this is the middle. Hello, I'm with you.
this is exactly what I'm asking in the last class, that all this
Okay.
breaker block we are talking
Mm,
about happens due to the previous zone, because what we are having here,
definitely.
it happens due to this very zone. How strong the zone is make it to be a
Mm,
breaker block or a double top or whatever liquidity we are going to call it. Because
okay.
from the analysis we are doing here now, this is
Mm,
also a trend line liquidity. Because if you draw the trend line from the top side down to the downside, it gives us a perfect trend line liquidity.
okay, here.
Yes, sir.
Is it true?
From that side, sir. From the view, from the way I'm viewing it, sir.
Okay. You didn't lie. You didn't lie. There's a trend line here. Yeah, there's a trend line. This is more like trend line. Okay, yeah. But there's a breaker. There's a breaker. Me, I'm looking at me. I never see trend line for there. I never look the trend line. Okay, now like this. If you come here now and look at this, what do you see? Is it not a buy? This is why you don't use. I don't trust trend line like that. Although the trade I catch today, it was more of the trend line. Trend line was what I saw. Then I now before it now gave me a breaker. Do you understand? So now you've broken this. Okay, now with your trend line example now, are we not supposed to buy? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So should we buy now because of the trend line?
No, no.
No,
Why?
because
Breaker
it
block
has a breaker
has
button.
already formed.
So that's to tell you trade line is not often reliable. So it's better sometimes if you look at my trade these days, you don't see any trend line on it, do you? You know, you don't
No,
see any trend line because I've seen past trend line now. I hardly look at the trend line. What I'm looking at is just the liquidity, the breaker block, just my point of interest. Just like this now, there's a point of interest, right? So I'm looking what happens in the point of interest. Like here too, there's a point of interest. So I'm looking at what happens at the point of interest. Here, there's a point of interest. So I'm looking at what happens here. It is what happens here that determines if I'm going to continue this trade. And I know there's every possibility of me, I would have taken this trade because this trade happened on a breaker. Look at it, it happened on a breaker block. Me, I would have taken this trade. I am very, very sure. I would have taken this trade. Although it didn't pull back, immediately it took here. This is 1 hour. So if I was on the 5 minutes or 15 minutes time frame, I would have gotten an entry here to sell this thing down here. I won't even lie to you. I know I would have gotten this trade. So what you need to do is just to look at the other side, look at the breaker from the other side. Then you're waiting. Okay, what is it going to do? And we already made a decision from here that what we are looking at, the area we're looking at is from here, this zone to this zone according to what we've right? I think where the fuck is that? Where's my watch list? Hold on. Where's my watch list? I think it's this. Yeah, this one. According to this rule here, we do here. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, let me reduce this thing here. According to this rule is what we're working with now. Can you see, remember? According
Yes,
to
sir.
this rule, that is what we are trading within now. So what I'm teaching you guys now is what I have taught you guys theory wise. Do you understand? So we are trading within here, this top and this high. That's what we're doing now. We're trading within this top here and this high. Let me remove this one so you understand. Look at it, this
The
low
range.
and this high. Yes, within the range. That's what we are trading on now. Like this, like this. So we're in the range now. We said sell in the premium. So that's what we are doing in the premium now. We are selling inside the premium. Do you get? Because on a normal day, this is the overall trend from here to here. This is the overall trend. And this trend now has not gotten to the 50% of the 50%. So we are still expecting this trend to get to the 50% of the 50%. Do you understand?
I
Yes,
don't
sir.
understand that 50% of the 50%, sir.
Oh
I
my
don't really
God, you
understand.
were in class
I
now. Look
really,
at it.
yes.
Look at it. From here to here like this is 100%.
Okay,
Then we divide this place and this place by 2. It will give you the premium zone and the discount zone. So this
okay.
divided by 2 is premium zone. Then this discount zone again, we will divide it by 2. So this discount zone becomes 100%.
That would
This
be
premium
25.
zone
That would
becomes
be 25
100%.
of the rest.
Yeah, it's just more like 25%.
Okay, sir.
But I call it the 50% or the 50% because this discount alone is 100%. So in the discount zone, now you divide discount zone by 2 again. So that's where you
Okay.
start looking for this setup inside this discount zone. This setup inside the discount zone to come and break
So
this particular high again.
if you are looking for that setup below,
Hmm.
I mean that 25%, if you are looking at it, automatically the market is going to be a massive buy. But if you spot it
Yes,
from the top,
it's
it
going to
will be
be,
a massive
yes,
sell.
yes. From the top now we are on the top now. Yeah, we're on the top now. The market has not gotten to this particular place. So as the market has not gotten to this 50% of the 50% zone, so we are still expecting the market not to break this high, right? We're expecting not to break this high to still continue selling down. That's what we're expecting the market to do, according to our rule. I don't know if you understand.
Yes, sir.
So, but this is another inside this overall trend now that we have another trend inside the overall trend. You understand? So, with the
Yes, sir.
understanding we have that this market cannot go up except it comes to this particular zone. That is the understanding we are using to trade this market now. And that's why we keep selling. We keep selling. So, I mean, now I will maintain this sell till I will not take anything buy from here. I will keep taking the sell until it gets to this particular zone. So that's where we are now. So please watch the previous class video so that you'll be very, very up to date with what we're doing. You understand? So you'll not be confused. All right.
Yes, sir.
So here now, we'll take a shot. For me, I would have waited for it to come back here if it's going to come back. But let me just let me go with this. Okay, I think it's on the right. On the right. So my stop loss now. Let's say, should we target another one ratio three,
Yes, sir.
or we should just take it down to this place? Let's target one ratio three. Can't be like the one ratio three. But well, there are trades that you will see that these trades might run for a long time. Then you have the need to now start shifting. Let's see what happens. You see, it went back to the top, right? You see, that's why we should have waited and go and enter from the top. Are you seeing it? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
seeing it? It went back to the top. So that's why I was saying, if it's me, I will wait for it to come back to this demand level. So I will not need to be panicking. I would have gotten a premium entry here, although the candle closed back in the place we entered. So I think we should target this low. I think we should. Let's see if it will get to this low. So let's see our 183 first. Okay, let's see. This is 183 that we'll be looking at, right? Then
Yes, sir.
let's target this low. Let's see. Whatever the market does after 183, we are liable to close the trade. So if the market happens to break it and go forward, that is a good one for us too. So let's see what happens. It has already gotten 183, right?
Yes, sir.
You see,
Yes, sir.
you see, we keep going. Okay, let's see if we're going to close. So I think, yeah, as at that point, 1:3. You see the reason why 1:3 has been one of the top games of people
Yes, sir.
is because 1:3 is easy to hit. And oftentimes it's because of what we have here. Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah. This is a very good reason to close at 1:3. This place. Look at where the trade is. Are you not seeing it?
Yes,
This
sir.
is yeah, there's a level here. So that was a very good reason to have closed 1:3 here. So look at it. If you look at this particular trade now, you see that he entered inside the POI. Let me draw the breaker. Let me see if he touched the breaker. Let's see if the trade touched the breaker block. Are you seeing it? He touched the breaker block.
Yes,
So we would have even targeted the breaker block as our take profit. So that's 1:4. So this was what we should have had, 1:4. So because this breaker block would have triggered a buy. So do you understand what breaker block does now? Are you seeing what breaker block does?
yes, sir.
Yeah. So this breaker block now triggered a buy. Although I'm still expecting that this thing might still go back down. But if it does not go back down, it has created another trend entirely. It has created another trend entirely outside this downtrend. So as you can see now, this particular trade has created a what's it called now? Are you seeing it? That's created a zone here.
Queen of Carter.
Yeah, change of character in this particular zone. So I'm waiting. I think this price would come down a bit. So this is the last bearish candle, but I'll prefer to take this whole place as a zone. Yeah, yeah. So let's see what price does. This price don't look back home. Let's see if price will look back. Okay, price is coming back. Price is coming back. Again, but again,
Inducement.
yeah, I don't know if to take this as inducement because it's resting on the breaker. Look at it. This place is resting on the
Okay.
breaker. So I don't know. And I don't want to take any trade that is on shore. I won't lie to you. The way I'm trading now, I am very skeptical about trades. Mm. I don't want to take anything that is not sure. Okay. To me now, this trade does not want to buy. But let's see. Let's see what happens. What happens. Come on. This trade, he wants to continue selling. He wants to continue selling to meet up with this. Where's that low? I think he's sticking with the original plan that we have. This low here.
Yes, sir.
Remember this low, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's put an horizontal line to this low. So around this zone is where we are looking out. Around
For
this
buy.
zone. Yes, to buy from around this zone. So I think the price wants to come back to this zone. That's what I'm looking at. So you see that he went up a little, he didn't take us out. He didn't take us out. Then he came back, gave a change of pattern here. He went back to retest the fair value gap here, right? Then started coming down, gave a breaker here. So I would rather risk this sell. What do you think? We should take the sell, right?
Yes, sir.
The SL is big, oh. It's big, oh. Ah, this SL is it what it is? Is it what it is? Is it what it is? Let's see, sha. Let's see 1:3. Should we take it? Because the SL is big. Should we take it?
Like you always say, sir,
Yes, sir.
you say that any trade you want to take, whatever
Mm.
we are risking, at least you give us at least times three of whatever we are risking.
Okay. So okay, this one, let's see. It's supposed to give us ×3. But we're watching it. If we see any reaction that is not doesn't make sense here, we'll close it. So let's see what
Okay, sir.
happens. Mm. For this point now, I would have broken even. I'll break even from here. I'll break even from there. I'll break even from there. I'll break even. So break even means this trade will not have stop loss again. Like this. This will be the trade. So it's going risk free. You see the way the trade is moving. It's not giving a more. So at this point, what do you think? Close?
No, sir.
No, if I'm the one, I won't close it, sir.
You won't close it. Are you not seeing
Yes,
this
sir.
change? This thing is giving a change one kind for my eyes. Oh yeah, okay, let's watch how it goes. Okay, we are going risk free now, so we're not risking
Yes, sir.
anything. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
see
Yes.
how it later plays out.
I will close
Are
by
you
now.
So I'll close by now. It already gave us a change here, like a breakout of this high here. You see, when it came
sir,
back down,
do you know the reason why I say that I will not close if I'm the one on the trade?
no,
The reason is something like this happens to us on V25 3 weeks ago.
but the time is less than 1 minute. So should I call back or we should call it today?